Gunners, welcome back. It's the Arsenal save, and it's the semi-final first leg in the Europa League. Leipzig then coming up, and they've got some really good players. Naby Keita, of course, leaving for Liverpool, but is still someone that you can't sit on. Well, you wouldn't sit on him anyway, would you? Timo Werner, of course, another really good player, very pacey, known throughout the save, I think, from football manager players. They were very much aware of Timo Werner. Of course, he's been playing for the German national team recently as well, even against England, so people will definitely be familiar with him. And those two players alone are enough to terrify. They've got a very good set of squad members throughout. Forsberg, again, really well-rounded, really good player. We should have enough. I mean, you would think that we would beat them. They're currently second, though, in the Bundesliga, looking really good. Bayern at the top of the tree, look like they're going to win the league comfortably. And then it seems to be them, Dortmund and Mönchengladbach. You'd even throw Stuttgart and Leverkusen in there, sort of battling for that second position. The Champions League battle there actually is really interesting. But you can see there, Werner in 19 this season. Definitely a man to look out for, and a man we need to shut down as quick as possible. And Keita, again, the other guy we mentioned, 12 assists in the league this year, looking good. So, let's run you through the team for this first leg game. And the first leg games have always gone quite well. So, Cech will be in goal for this one. Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny and Kolasinac will complete the back line. Cazorla keeps his place in the centre with Seri. We played the system against Manchester United in the last episode, and it worked pretty well. Aaron Ramsey, because of that, keeps his place on the right-hand side. Iwobi, the goal scorer from last time, on the left, and Ozil and Dembele start through the middle. Of course, the bench is very strong. Players to bring on: Wilshere, Lacazette, Adelaide's there as well, as is Christian Benteke. So options if required. Of course, Timo Horn can't play against his German team, former German team rival. You know what I'm saying. He can't play because I'm an idiot. Rob Green, though, is eligible, but not even in making the squad today because I'm gambling. So then away from home, we're starting on the counter-attack. We're playing with a relatively high line, and that's probably not wise based on how we approached last. Now, we're playing a high line. After last episode, that probably isn't a good idea. We played it really well, actually, against Manchester United. So I think what we should be doing is playing at least a regular line. Timo Werner, as we've sort of touched upon, very fast. So to play a high line against him will be quite dangerous. We'll stick it onto normal and we'll see if that will be enough. And similarly in that last game, we're going to retain possession. And hopefully that will do the job here. First chance of the game then, and Keita's got it. Plays it into Kroos. Werner's there as well. It's a shot on goal maybe. Oh my word, he slips in Kroos, who gets the goal. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's onside as well. Koscielny felt it was offside. We'll look at it in the replay. I don't think it was offside, but there we are. You can see here then, Keita working it from that deeper position. Plays it into Kroos there. He plays it into Werner. And is there an offside case to be had? Oh, it's probably level, I would say, with, I think it's probably Seri. Not ideal. 1-0 down. I mean, we play so well normally in the first legs. Highlights after the goal, though, so we'll see if we can counteract what they've just done immediately. So he plays into the feet of Dembele, who spots the run on Mesut Ozil, who's got Ramsey on that side. Ramsey from that position. You need him to do more. Corner for Leipzig. It's headed at the front post and put in by Lemire. And so far, Leipzig, of course, does a lot of problems. We're too passive. You can see the corner's played in. I mean, defensively, Cech gets hands to it. It's an awful bit of goalkeeping, in my opinion. It doesn't get it away from the danger area at all. And it's 2-0. Right, we've got attacking. We'll see if it makes any difference whatsoever. In fact, I might even try and squeeze the game a little bit. They're playing a 4-4-2. It's that ball there, though, that I'm worried about. If we play a higher line, is that going to be punished as the ball's launched forward? Blimey. No one picks up the second ball. Ozil, if you want to run, mate, that'd be great. If you want to sort of get amongst it a little bit, it's a poor ball forward by them, and maybe a chance for us to get back into this. Of course, away goals, vital as Dembele with a chance. He's one-on-one. Dembele strikes it into the back of the net. That's going to be important. An away goal for Mr. Dembele. Assist by Hector Bellerin. We'll take it all the way to the Mother Hubbard bank. It's Koscielny. He plays it across to Bellerin, and I've got a very blocked nose. Dembele through, though, and the keeper comes out. Can't do enough to stop it. That's into the back of the net. Man, I'm under the weather. But we've battle on. Leipzig forward again. Kroos onto this right-hand side where they've got options and a man over. Ball played into the middle. Cech dives for it. I don't think he needed to, but he did anyway. They've got a corner, but I've played this game before, so there you are. We're getting closer to half-time. Since going attacking, I will say we've fared far better in the game. Everyone's played okay apart from maybe Iwobi, and Adelaide is waiting in the wings. I'm actually going to make that change at half-time. It might seem a little bit presumptuous, but I think so when he plays, he does something. So Adelaide, I'm backing him now. Goal or an assist for him. And I'm also going to push slightly higher up. We're going to take that gamble. We're closing down a lot. We're trying to make the pitch feel smaller for them. Even as the home side, they'll probably be more comfortable at home. But we've got to try and make it more uncomfortable. With our midfield, you should think perhaps like Seri will definitely get into the faces of the opposition. And so far, I think we've given them a little bit too much freedom. Their fitness, by the way, is so much worse than ours going to the second half. That might be telling. Yeah, Cazorla was on it, and a through ball to Dembele, and he's in immediately. Good save from Golaski. That he used to play for Liverpool, and because he never actually really played for Liverpool, I'm not overly familiar with his name. I know it's not said like that, but I don't know how it's said. It's a shot from Seri, sails wide. Peter Golaski? Is that how you say it? Golaski? That doesn't sound right. He's Hungarian, I'm pretty sure. Corner for Leipzig. Forsberg puts it in. Werner heads over. With half an hour to go, do we make some more attacking changes? And if so, who and where? I'm thinking Ozil off, Wilshere on. And in fact, I'm thinking it, Ben. Go ahead and do it. Ozil so far has underwhelmed me in this game as he performs a back flick. Of course he does, a little back heel. Ramsey gets on it though, into Ozil. If he does something magical now, well, we've scored a second. Adelaide, by the way, I predicted a goal or an assist, and he's rewarded me. Ozil's found him. Now, do you still bring Wilshere on, or do you cancel those changes? Dembele holds it up really well, you've got to say. Ozil makes the run. The challenge comes in, and Ramsey picks Ozil out, who then finds a beautiful ball. I mean, with that sort of creativity, how can I take him off? Okay, I've change of plan then. I think I'm not going to proceed with the tactical changes. I think because Jack Wilshere to me is a little bit more combative than Santi Cazorla, we're going to make that switch in the middle instead. Keep Ozil out there, who's now got himself an assist. I think it'd be foolish to take Ozil off if he's finding a little bit of form within the game. 2 away goals though, to come up from 2-0 down, I'll take this all day long. We've managed to squeeze the game just as I wanted to. With not long left, I'm going Benteke time. Target man attack. Can he provide a lovely little moment of magic at the end of the game? Defensively, I think it's a good option to bring him on, and attacking, well, let's see. Czech launches the ball forward. It doesn't actually go anywhere near Benteke, which is somewhat counterproductive, but another chance for him. This time, though, straight to Benteke, whose header finds Seri, and actually, it's not worked out as well as planned, but Bellerin will pick it up, and the almighty switch across the pitch has done wonders. Benteke now, with runners ahead of him, as Ozil, we kept him on the pitch. Can he finish it here? He can! Mesut Ozil with a fantastic goal, and the turnaround in Germany is complete. The first leg always seems to be their best leg, and I've got to say, in the last couple of episodes, I feel like my management has actually done quite well. We didn't start the game well, admittedly. 2 quick goals for Leipzig, but Ozil with the finish, great finish too, almost gives the keeper the eyes, and a 3-2 lead with not long left. We'll take this all day long. Benteke involved as well. Who bloody knew? And with seconds remaining, this is going to be the final chance. And Koscielny with a great challenge. What a game indeed. 3-2 winners. And now, a huge match in the Premier League against Manchester United, who, of course, we beat in the FA Cup. A very nice feature. I don't know if you've done brilliantly to turn that around. Well done. Look at that. Delighted. Delighted. Mesut Ozil was on fine form today, wasn't he? Eventually. The question with Mesut Ozil is, are we offering him a new contract? When you see a game like that, you start to think, yes, we should be doing that. The problem is his wage demands. He's on 140 grand a week now. We can offer him 185. We can probably change it. That's the max we can offer, though. In terms of fees, like extra fees and whatnot, he wants a big old whack, doesn't he? I mean, if he accepts that, we're all for it. That suggests, his negotiation there suggests we can actually keep him around. There's a few extra bits in there. It's a 3-year deal. I think for a player of his age as well, he's 29. A 3-year deal makes the most sense. I've lost his contract. Yeah, if we can get that done, I mean, maybe lower his agent fee slightly as well. But let's see, is that enough? He's very adamant on this 200k. I've allowed his loyalty bonus to raise a little bit. So, boom, he likes that. I actually don't think that's too bad. 185 grand a week for Ozil for 3 more years. You can see when he plays well, he plays brilliantly well. 7 assists, 5 goals so far this season, a 7.24. I guess what I've got to ask is, we might not get into the Champions League. If we don't, could we get a player as good as him? Absolutely not. So, he stays around. The difference with this and Sanchez was that Sanchez, I think, was always going to leave. And we've got 1 day. We play on the Saturday. I mean, the players are going to have to be rested. Hopefully, it gives them the day's rest. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but the fact that's not on the Sunday is outrageous. We play on the Thursday and the Saturday. So we played away in Germany, and then we play Manchester United. Is it the 12 o'clock kickoff, just to make it even worse? It's a 3 o'clock on the Saturday, because that would definitely happen, wouldn't it? Right then. Well, this is a bit of a situation. Gazorla's obviously going to step out. He's unregistered for the Premier League games after his big injury. We'll bring him in. Seri's going to drop as well. We're going to we basically need to change everybody here, don't we? Lacazette's going to come in as well. Actually, most players aren't too bad. We'll bring Lacazette on that right-hand side, though. Carmona's going to come in for Bellerin. I think the defence definitely need a bit of a rest. Monreal can come in as well for Kolasinac. And we'll bring... Anyone else I should bring in here? I mean, it sounds obvious, but Timo Horn's going to come in for Czech. At the back, we could go with Chambers and Holding, but we're playing United. Like, we still need a good team out there. Fitness-wise, that'll probably do. There's just a few subtle changes in that. I mean, this is not good. Right, here we go then. Another big game. Manchester United in their league, of course, and it's most certainly a must-win. if you don't win it, you can kind of kiss the hopes of getting into the top 4 in the league goodbye. Interesting, United playing a different side than last time. They've got Lingard on the left, Pizzi on the right. Not as threatening for me as Martial and Mkhitaryan, but then again, we beat them last time. Mkhitaryan, of course, played through the middle. No one matter either. Right, passionately say, it's hard to put this end. It seems weird to say end this poor run of form because we're not actually playing that badly. I'm just going to say, Man United come into this one 3rd in the form table whilst we're 7th. It's time to start improving. They didn't love it. Right, so I've got faith in them, and they like that a lot more. So here we go then. It's at the Emirates. It's a home game, and as you've seen, our home form is indifferent. I mean, their bench is curious. They've got Rashford on there, Luke Shaw. Some of the players on the bench just aren't fit enough to play at all. One of the worst free kicks you ever like to see. And David Camona, Dembele on this right-hand side. Can he get a ball into the middle? He can't quite. Dembele takes his man on, and then finds the cross. Well, he took his time, and that should have probably been a goal. You see that Lindelof is also struggling for a bit of fitness. Their team is not necessarily as fit as ours, which is a bit surprising. Ozil and Wilshere combine nicely. The ball into the middle, though, not that good. And Lingard's ball up to Lukaku is easily dealt with. I will say, Lukaku, as far as balls in behind are concerned, they've not got as much pace out in wide areas, hence we're not playing with a deeper line. I guess if we see a through ball played now, that'll be a bit of a regret for me. But so far, so good. Pizzi to the edge, Lukaku to Camona with a great challenge, and that is the most disappointing way to concede a goal. An away goal on 10 minutes. Pizzi is so fortunate. The challenge comes in. I think it's Camona with it. I mean, look at this again. It's so unfortunate. You can't really account for this. I mean, the closing down's decent. We're forcing them to play the ball pretty quickly, and then that challenge, which is a good tackle, falls perfectly to their right-sided player. And he slots it past Timo Horn, who should maybe do a little bit better. I mean, there's an argument to say we should probably keep our goalkeeper settled at this point in the season. Mustafi, by the way, I don't know what happened to him there, but he lost a lot of percentage. Corner to United, 28 minutes gone, whipped in, Gay gets it clear, Lacazette heads on, and now Dembele on the counter-attack. Of course, we are playing on the counter, so this does suit, and they've got options everywhere. Iwobi, left side, driving at the Manchester United back line, and the shot is over. Adelaide knows he'll be on in a minute. Lukaku's in, Timo Horn with a big hand. United still applying some pressure, but it looks eventually we've got it clear. Now, our mid-game management in recent games has been pretty good. We're 1-0 down. I think we're slightly unfortunate. We've certainly had the better of the game. I think with that in mind, we should go a little bit more attacking, especially towards the second half. Goretzka's struggling. Lingard's struggling. Lindof's had to come off as well. There's problems for Manchester United. They're not the fittest team in this game, I don't think. So tactically, what could we change? I think we try and work the midfield a little bit more. We're going to make Gay a box midfielder, and then elsewhere, I'm almost tempted to go 2 up top here. I might take Ozil off, because traditionally, for me anyway, he's not that good in these bigger games. What we could do then is bring on Adelaide, play Iwobi on the right, Adelaide on the left, and then put Lacazette and Dembele up top through the middle, causing problems. I just think we're going to go for this a little bit more. And what offensively, that might come out to haunt us a little bit. In fact, we're going to go attacking as well. We're kind of going to go all out. If we lose, we can't afford to lose. We're 1-0 down. We've been the better team. They didn't like that, but we're going to go anyway. Let's see then. Change your tactic, change your system. We've played something similar to this before this year, so it's not completely foreign to us. We know it, but I guess we'll see. Rashford up top. He's come on with an injury, which is a bit weird. And the rest of their bench is not exactly in the greatest of shape. I'm just thinking, latter stages, can we find a way to break them down? I suspect, well, maybe this will be the start of it. Away before to Lacazette, whose partner's in the middle. Dembele's there. The ball played to the front post. No, I mean, Dembele's movement there. If he gets in front of his defender, he probably gets a goal. Wilshere, though, brings it forward, and the Arsenal attack continues into the feet of Dembele. He finds Adelaide, whose shot hits the post. He's an absolute machine, is Adelaide. I love him. Time is ticking away. Oh, this would be awful. Pogba free kick for United. Lines it up. He's going to shoot, surely. Side netting, good. I mean, that'll be crushing now if they score again and it's from that sort of situation. Time is ticking away and it's a bit of a concern. 2 strikers out there doing pretty similar jobs. I think it's time. I think you know what I'm going to do. Christian time. That doesn't mean we're getting religious. That just means Benteke is coming on. With that in mind, we're also going to go slightly more. Do I want to go route 1 almost? Let's go route 1 to Benteke. This is risky decision making. Right, chance for us though. 10 minutes left to go. Oh no. It's United with a ball under their spell. Through ball toward Mata and Lukaku's in acres of space, but he's got the other side to Pizzi, who's got Lukaku in the middle. That is my most hated save in Football Manager. How many goalkeepers do that? I'll tell you how many. Not very many. This has been a bit of a Mourinho performance. I mean, you give him credit, right? Mata, great first touch, plays it through the gap. We're playing attacking. That said, should our defending be that bad? And that sort of goal, don't annoy me. I'm starting to think this go route 1 idea probably not the best idea, and it was probably going to work out if we'd have kept going as we were. Oh dear. If we get one now, this is going to make it even worse. Adelaide gets run off it though. And with just under 5 minutes of normal time left, it's going to have to be some turnaround. We're still 4 points behind Southampton, who are in 4th. Game-wise, how are we looking? So we've still got a game in hand on some of those teams as well. Problem is Spurs have also got a game in hand as Lukaku into Pizzi again. This could be another one for them. Lukaku, great save by Horn. I mean, United, we are the most sporadic team right now. You've seen it in the last couple of episodes. There's no consistency here. And admittedly, we're playing 2 days after a game in Germany. I still think this is absolutely ludicrous. But then the fitness of the two teams, it doesn't really make sense. Dembele? Oh, well, there you are. It's 3-1. It's too late. We've scored again. Mustafi's put it in the back of the net. Why? Corner was floated in. Mustafi's unmarked and he just puts it in the back of the net. This is the kickoff. If somehow, I mean, it's not going to happen, is it? Is it? No, it's not. It's 3-2. I mean, it's 3-2. We've scored 2 goals in the 90th minute out of absolutely nothing. But then they've lost the game. Lukaku with 2 in it as well. And what do you really say? I'm just going to say unlucky. Like, we've played 2 days after a game in Europe, and now that's happened. Anyway, next time we see then, can we keep hold of our lead? Mustafi's got an injury, but we'll be back. Can we keep hold of our Europa League lead? And we'll get a Premier League game underway as well. Then, the final game of the Premier League season, if there's still something to play for. And at least we know now, an FA Cup final, potentially a Europa League final. The Champions League dream isn't over, and hopefully you'll join me for it. Join me for it even. If you've enjoyed today's episode, do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to go and blow my nose. With love with care. Everyone else, until next time, this has annoyed me today. Not just my face, that annoys me every day.